Harry Potter's wand was my very first, so how does the wooden one compare? Harry Potter wand fans may have seen that Wizarding World recently launched some wooden wands, and you may have seen from the review I did of Dumbledore's wooden wand that I was really interested to see how this wooden wand would compare to the replica version that I already owned. Now we know in the Wizarding World that wands have different woods and lengths and cores. This just makes it more real for me, but until these wooden ones you could only get the replica versions that are made out of resin. Now understandably so, because they have to be mass produced, they have to be painted, they have to all look the same, and they've got to go, throughout the world. So how did they make these wooden ones to look like those ones? Like, I was really interested, and I did purchase the Dumbledore one that I did in the other video, but unbeknownst to me, I was so surprised and so grateful that Wizarding World kindly sent this to me for free, and this is Harry's wooden wand to review for you. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Like, I didn't go for this initially, but oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So this is what this box looks like. It does have the notable numbers on the side for Harry's. Now the other ones you can see, the ones that normally come with sort of star design on them, it's actually only Harry's that has a number, which is very interesting to see. I'm not seeing what the Hermione box has, like the wooden Hermione one that you can purchase. But let's get that out, let's see how that looks. Okay, and it does have the ribbon, which I was surprised that the Dumbledore version didn't have ribbon, but when I saw this one has ribbon I was like, wow, that's a really nice addition. And so it lifts off like that, and it has this fabric inside as well to line it. It's beautiful red. It's not foam like the Noble Collection ones do. It's just they just line the wooden one, but still fabric, and it has these elastics on there to keep it in place. So I'll just grab that, but let me show you first before I get that out. That is what they look like. I think they've done a really good job. I was very impressed that this is made out of wood and painted, not some, resin cast or painted. It's made out of wood, and I was very impressed with it. So let's grab that out so we can actually see how that compares, and I will compare it to the Noble Collection wand as well, so you can see how they differ and also how similar they are. Close the box there. So that is the wand there. Very light. It almost feels like if you can hear it, almost sounds hollow. Definitely a display piece only. Like something like this, you would not want to be doing any foolish wand waving. Certainly a collector display piece, but I think they've done a pretty good job with this, replicating it. It feels familiar, having used this wand in a lot of videos. I do love how it's rounded off on the edge. It's a dark color, it has different things, it has the wood effect because it is wood. So it's not like it's been painted to make it like that. It is wood, it's fab. Looking at the two boxes, so here we are. So this one is the new wooden wand. This one is the replica from Noble Collection. You can see it's a lot smaller on there as well. I think it did have a stick on the other side. I think it just fell off because this is really old. It does have similar numbers on as well, so recognizable, very similar brown, but as you can see, even though this is old, you can see how new this box looks compared to this box, but quite a lot bigger. I don't think I've actually compared them together to sort of see how much they are yet, so you and we'll be discovering together on camera, which is interesting. The difference with these ones is that it comes with a certificate of authenticity, so that's for Noble Collection. Again, this is like really old, and then it has the ribbon. So this is more of an iridescent ribbon, and as I explained, so this is like spongy foam in there. But here is the replica one. So this is the very first one that I bought. It is very old and worn. I've handled it quite a lot, dropped it a couple times. Fortunately, it hasn't broken. It's still quite light, but when I was swishing it around, I had grazed walls and rubbed off the end, and then even with the like Warner Brothers trademark. I scratched it out to make it like look more magical, so that's fab. So now it comes the time to compare it. So here are the two ones themselves. I would say that they are pretty much like, and hopefully that sort of shows up. Comparing them together, and hopefully you can sort of see them. The one at the top is the Noble Collection one, and the one at the bottom is the wooden wand. And you can see, I think they've done a pretty good job with replicating that. Like, remember, that one is wood. So it's not like a resin, it's made of wood. The paint job is really good. I think it looks like wood because it is wood. It's not been painted to look like wood like the others. And I would say that comparing them like for like, out of the box, I would say that they have a similar sort of feel. I felt that the Dumbledore one was very light in comparison, but this kind of has a similar weight to it. It is a little bit fatter. This one is a little bit thinner. The colours differ slightly, but not so much that you'd be like, oh wow, that is different. And I don't know if this is because I've brandished walls with this one, but it's a little bit of a more of a blunt end where this is more to a point. But I think they've done a very good job with replicating that. I mean, it's so exciting to have a wooden version of Harry's wand. Can you imagine? It's like fabulous. Being double the price, I really would say this is a display piece only. I did purchase the Dumbledore wooden wand and was very impressed with that, and I am equally impressed with this one. As I advised, because it's quite expensive, a display piece only, you'd really want to protect this because you really do not want to damage this one. In terms of the expense and the craftsmanship that's gone to this, I think it's very impressive. I was very happy with it, and thank you so much to Wizarding World for sending this to me for free. I could not be more grateful. Thank you so much. So if you want to grab one of these ones, of course I'll leave links for that. Be sure to leave me a comment down below. What do you think of the wooden ones? How do you feel they compare? Do you feel it's something you might be getting? I'm always interested to hear what people think of them. I really like them and I'm very glad to have them. Massive thank you to Wizarding World for sending this to me as well. If you have enjoyed this video, then please do me a favour and click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so that when there's a new video, you'll be notified. Be sure to give this video a like, and with that, remember, the Wizarding World is just one spell away.